The corner. 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 The corner.
To my basketball shorts, man. But I love the Lord.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Do anything for Jehovah.
These Zoom meetings, man, you be looking so conspicuous. Though
What's
you can't
funny-
move. You can't move. You can't move if you don't put the pants on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you forget to turn that camera off.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
You see folks standing for the song, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that today.
Speaking of which,
I gotta
I'm
be-
There
Green
is.
Speaking
Coming
of
in.
which, we're definitely coming out with
Coming in.
Episode of that as well. On,
Oh, the convention files?
Chronicle. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah. We got to get the Zoom meeting before.
You got somebody putting overalls on, like they got overalls on the bottom.
I'm not gonna spoil it. But there's definitely some people that are gonna be contacted in order to provide this perfect display of what goes on. I just want you to know that, just to whet your appetite a little bit.
Well, I got plenty of basketball shorts if you need me to be one of those people. Let me get a test.
A plethora.
What's up, Mari Shoemate? What's going
Hello,
on, man?
hello, fellas.
A superfluous amount. Brother Shoemate,
happening?
how's it going?
Is that brother Relevance? Oh my goodness, it's good to see you as well, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. You crazy. Man, with all that being said, welcome to the corner. This show is a safe space for brothers to be able to get together and share our thoughts and feelings about certain matters. In the climate of the pandemic where we can't meet together in person, the tradition of real talk and honest conversation continues. I'm sorry, I had a little bit to drink. Continues here on the corner. I'm your host, Chris, and I'm joined by the illustrious brothers of Influent Entertainment here. We'll go ahead and introduce the cast to you today. On the wheels of steel today, we got DJ Slim in the building.
What's happening, y'all?
We also got the Anomaly super producer Io Cooley in the building.
Pleasure to meet you. I'll stop looking up now.
We got the impresario, beverage connoisseur, all around. Dog, I done messed up the intro. Let me start over.
Ooh, can I get that part?
We got the
drop tops, shoebox.
we got the impresario, the all around beverage connoisseur. The dog, I done messed it up again.
Is
got
impresario Japanese? Is that word Japanese, impresario?
Nah, I don't think it's Japanese.
Okay.
So the first time I heard that word was on the record.
We got Mo
he's
Shoemate in the
talking
building.
about
Mo
There you
Shoemate
go.
in the building.
Yes, indeed, the illustrious.
Yeah,
He
newest
just
member of
keep
the corner. And next we have a man who needs no introduction.
There he is, but he
One of the-
gonna get one anyway.
One of the founding fathers of the corner,
Here it is,
the president, commander in chief of So Unique Radio.
Commander in Chief.
Some of the hottest fire I've ever heard in my life. We have DJ Relevant in the building on the corner. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good to see you.
What up, man?
Hey man, so if you like podcasts, if you enjoy music, good, wholesome, clean music that slaps, if you like nice videos, if you like comedy videos, all your entertainment clean, why not sign up for the Influent Patreon? That's patreon.com/NFLUENT.
ENT.
Also, you can catch us on our YouTube page for our free content. That's searching YouTube for NFLUENT.
ENT.
Also, if you want to follow us on Instagram, that's going to be at NFLUENT.
ENT.
Thank you, DJ Slim.
You're welcome.
We're going to have a real good episode for us tonight.
It's already been.
We're going to get into a couple of topics, man. But
Spelling.
first things first, everybody in the room is a music lover. DJ Slim, a DJ. Mo is a music library. There's probably not a song that he doesn't know. Cooley, a producer. There is no amount to the titles that DJ Relevant has when it comes to music. So we're all music lovers, man. But in this climate of music today, a lot of times we're running into more music that we dislike than music that we actually love. So, at this very moment in your life, with all the music out there in the world, what's an artist or a group of artists or a genre of music that if you never heard again, it would be a great improvement on your life? Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Well, I'm gonna take this topic very aggressively.
Oh Lord.
And, I've been waiting to talk about this for quite some time. They are a group of gentlemen, and I will refer to them as gentlemen to be nice, that put out music, if you want to call it that I feel is just deplorable. Just deplorable. And these gentlemen go by the name of not Amigos, but rather Migos. First off, everything about them just irritates me to my soul.
Raindrop, drop top, cooking the hot pot.
For those that don't know, for those that don't know, I'm just gonna give you a small test as to what is some of the music that they play and how it sounds. So, bear with me for just a moment.
With my dogs in the nighttime. Trap with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like tie-dye.
I'm sorry. I couldn't go any further.
The money was changing colors like tie-dye though.
Tie-dye. Let's go down
the money was changing colors though. It was changing colors.
I'm sorry. I can't. For so many reasons. First off, let's start off with the name. Migos. Not Amigos. Migos. That is the stupidest name I've ever heard. Okay. Amigo means friend, right? In Spanish, the translation of amigo means friend.
Isn't that stupid?
Now imagine if you take the word friend and take the F off friend. What do you have? Is that still friend? That's not even the abbreviation of friend. You just sound stupid.
They're from Norcross, right? So I ran into a couple of them before in the studios and stuff. And what they said was, they was like, what's a good name for us? And this little Spanish dude was like, Migos.
Lord?
Stupid.
I hope it's not your story.
What's interesting about them, I remember when I used to perform at Apache Cafe back in the day, because I lived right off of Beaver Ruin, right in Gwinnett County. I used to see them all the time. And I'm like, there's no way they will blow up. There's just no way. Couldn't understand nothing they were saying. It was a different cadence. I'll tell you one thing, them beats, they had some
drop top.
But move your soul, no substance.
I'm glad you made mention of that. You are absolutely right, DJ Relevant. I salute you and all you're producing, all that you do for music in general. I salute you. At the same time, you have even said in some of your lyrics, for those that aren't talking about nothing, just continue to be silent. You don't have to go out there and speak. So, which brings me back to my point that I was talking about before. The lyrical content, like Chris keeps alluding to, drop top, chicken box. What is that? Tie-dye? Tie-dye. Huh?
Hey, I like the money changing colors
the
like
baby,
tie-dye.
come on. That's baby talk. That's baby talk. You want to hear yourself some real music that you could be proud of from let's go on and find. Hold on, let DJ Slim find it. Hold on, let's see where it's at. It's underneath one of these tabs, but I can't find it right now. But just know that when I do find it, you're gonna listen to it. But yeah, it just boils me. It boils my blood to no end to find out that it's like, come on, the lyrical content on here is garbage, absolute garbage.
So from a DJ perspective, right?
I found it.
It's not my style of music, but to answer the question, I'd rather get rid of drill music before you get rid of that. I think drill music is worse, which is another subset genre of mumble rap, but it's even worse. You can't understand nothing. It's intentionally offbeat. But from a DJ, like, when you go to a different crowd, you blend in that record. It ain't talking about nothing, but you just want to see people on the dance floor. But to answer the question, I'd rather get rid of drill music. Drill music is not my cup of tea.
Lauryn Hill.
What? Hold on.
What?
Lauryn Hill. Yes.
Stop it, Cooley.
Sir.
Like,
I
now,
said it. Yes.
Sir.
I got
What's the name of her last album?
Y'all take care, man.
Sir.
What's the name of her last album?
You get back here, Relevant.
You love controversy. That's what you love.
That's what it is, man. Cause
Yeah,
you
that's what
can't
he just
say.
wants to. He just I took a break.
It
for
doesn't
this.
matter. It doesn't
You
matter
get
that
back
she only made one album. Yo,
The
Mr.
coldest
Education-
female MC ever. Don't get me hyped.
I'm not gonna say that.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
She is top 3 all time.
She
Fight.
did a good album.
She made a great album.
MC
Album was spectacular.
Not many people can do that.
Album was spectacular.
When
But
was her
Right.
last album?
Only one. She only made one. So, but guess
Why
what?
didn't she make
Check
any
this out,
more?
check this out.
Wait. At least let me say my point.
Go ahead. Go. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Nah, you want to attack.
No, I gotta attack. You come up with some foolishness like that. Go.
Yeah, great. Losing your time. But listen, like, she came out with one album and then she has been terribly flaky for 20 something years on her performances.
The girl got mental issues.
that ain't got nothing to do with the album. Got nothing to do with the album.
Which is why she never came out with another album.
We gotta talk about. Got some
I'ma say this.
Why do you have beef with someone who's never going to put out another album when I told you I don't need to hear it no more? I'm not talking about just album like y'all are. I'm talking about what she's done to the live performance aspect of this whole thing.
You ain't
She has
guess.
denied, she has showed up hours late to performances, done 2-3 songs and walked off stage.
That's crazy.
She has wasted so many people's money for 20 plus years.
She didn't wasted my money though, because I paid for that album and the album was slapping.
I
Every
did
time
too.
I listened to it.
I did
Every
too.
time I listened to it.
And then on top of that, and from a music creator standpoint, she lied about her producing the whole album. She got sued by the people who actually played the music and who wrote the music, and they won. After like 15 years, they won. She lied about that too. So yeah, Lauryn Hill.
I mean, there's a lot of trash people.
She's
But that- but that album is
I'm not gonna say it like
fantastic.
that. She has proven to her fans that she is not good she is not reciprocative about her fame to her fame.
Reciprocity?
To her fans.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity wasn't there.
But she needs some reciprocity. You need some reciprocity.
That's why I said
Let
that
that man-
word.
Let that
Yeah.
word stand.
Yeah, you gotta say that word one more time, Cooley.
No, let it
I
stand.
would, but you're the one with the tie. You say it. Those syllables don't come out that way no more.
Come on, man. Say it one more
Yo,
time.
yo.
As a
Look it
fellow
up.
light-skinned brother, I got to make sure that word stays.
Reciprocative. To be reciprocated.
That wouldn't have fit reciprocity. Nah, he'd had to change the sentence.
I was thinking a little.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
I was thinking a little something different, right?
Right.
This man, a lot of people came into my mind, right? A lot of singers we used to listen to, but this one dude, man, Dream. So, going back, because he was like what, 2007, 2006, something like that.
He was.
So, back in that day when I listened to that music, man, it felt good. It really did back then. But now I remember a couple years ago, I tried to go back, getting some tunes for me and the wife to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too vulgar. It's too vulgar. It's too left. I can't go back.
It's what's crazy is that he vulgar, but it's like he vulgar in the softest voice ever. Like Emma, ooh, like sit down, sir, with your softness, pillowy soft voice.
We talking about the Dream right now?
Yeah.
We are.
Pillowy soft voice. I think most people can agree that Lord Blueface can fall off a cliff right now.
How's that?
it's some one of these little, you know, it's a generation of
before you throw them off.
these little
part of the
rappers
Migos?
that are.
No, that's part of I think that's real rap, ain't it?
He's from California, so I don't know.
That's true, but he offbeat, like for real.
He like for real, like never.
It's offbeat.
A lot of them boys is rushing that one, and it's
They want to, and I don't understand why.
Is that
yeah,
intentional?
You hear they rush it, like it's like that ain't cool. Y'all don't sound
I'm like, how is that sonically pleasing? Like,
right. Like,
Trash.
I thought
Garbage.
that was the whole gimmick, is that you're supposed to put out your like first draft, then like
Gucci.
save that. Yeah, just I thought that, because that's what it sounds like on the radio when they play it. It's like somebody should have told you, no, do this over. Instead, they just said whatever, 5 beat, right?
You know what? You're absolutely right. Because to us that have recorded and done stuff, yeah, you get checked real quick by the engineer, your manager. Like, yo, you rushing? Like, get on that pocket. And these cats be going fast, and it's like y'all sound terrible. Even Migos,
That's because they be recording in their room.
there's only one person that sounds off.
Because these young kids don't want to do that. They don't want to listen to the older man in the back telling them that ain't right.
I mean, they recording it all in their bedroom too. You know, they blowing off SoundCloud. This music they recorded in their room.
I don't know. Here in Atlanta, bro, there's a lot of cats getting a lot of burning. Big studios,
Just
bro.
random people, but the only person I know that can really pull it off, the whole offbeat thing, is E40. Like, his longevity is crazy.
Yeah.
He's the only one. And
But
he's
that's because his
offbeat,
voice.
But it
his
sounds good.
Yeah, but that's by
But his-
choice, though. That's by choice. It's,
And his
it's not
words,
like
he made up a language too.
Yes,
Like,
he did.
he on a whole nother language.
He talks with 40.
You know what I mean?
What you talking about?
Right.
Yeah,
You hear the voices, you're okay, I feel you.
Sprinkling, man.
Right.
yeah.
at least something. But what irritates me is that they then parade themselves around, and I'm not gonna make this a political thing, so we're just gonna try to stay as close as we can concerning it. But I'm just saying, they like to parade around, and people go, and that irritates me, because there are some singers that can do their thing. Speaking of which, let's go on and listen just to one singer that can throw down.
It was a setup.
Yes, it was. Take this seven.
Long play.
Here we go.
Why are we listening to Anita Baker?
Yes, we are. We'll take every piece of this. I'll explain it in just a minute.
Yeah, we got to take every piece. No, don't play the whole verse though.
Flashback.
Times we've had.
Here we go.
Some made us laugh, and some made us sad.
I know some of y'all were singing to that. That's awesome.
From beginning to end,
365. See, that's what I'm talking about. Even with the first verse of what she said, flashback to the time.
So Slim, I have a question.
Awesome.
Then. Does it come off as if we're like the old man on the lawn, like, yo, get off my lawn?
Yes, and it should. You know why? Because eventually one day you'll be the man on the lawn saying, get off my lawn, because I paid people to make sure that lawn looks good for a reason. I'm sick of this. What'd you say?
Man, right now.
Thank you.
My thing, man, is like, is it good music? Is it not? So I mean,
Or like,
there's some newer artists. Like I don't hate all the new artists. Just most of them. But there's some.
Let me ask you a question then, because I guess, I don't know, I see both sides of it. When we were younger and our parents were listening to music, they had the same type of genre in a sense. They still had the corny rappers.
Yeah.
You know, Humpty Hump.
Yeah.
was not a lyrical song.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm wondering,
Humpty
like,
Hump.
is it just because we're just in different phases of our life? We just don't like this trash. We came up in an era where there was substance. I learned a lot about an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me answer your
If he
question.
had a hot 16, you know, you talked about it the next day.
Let me answer your question. The music that's being played right now, do you see yourself when you hit the age of maybe 20 years plus from now? Do you look back and go, oh man, that stir fry was hitting?
Nah.
True.
I mean, there are some
but
artists.
Music is so big now.
Right.
You could be in your own envelope of stuff. Like you could just listen, and I'm just speaking hip hop because we're all cut from that cloth. Like you could listen to just Kendrick, J. Cole, Talib, and that African dude, whatever his name is, who are all super dope.
Tobe Nwigwe Chukwuka.
Yes,
The Igbo boy from the west side.
Yeah,
He's a
and you could be perfectly satisfied with where your circle of music is at. So I feel where you're coming from, but there are plenty of people that are not dwelling in that circle you're talking about.
Facts.
Understood.
Facts right now.
Can I please say this though?
Yes, you can.
Because the Migos, right? The Migos didn't just come out like they came out with a genre. Like I think they might have started the mumble rap era.
They did.
So with that though, they were the clearest speaking of the mumble rappers.
That's so sad.
Facts.
They came with some fire beats on top of that.
They're the best of the garbage.
All of that compass, right? I mean, you gotta give them some props for saying, "Yo, we set a precedent." You know, the people that are the young people following them. It's almost like
Slim said Satan set a precedence as well.
But see, this is a thing, and I want to tackle this for a second. You could talk about let's talk about buffets for a second, because come on, man. So like, you can go to like a subpar buffet, and the best food there is the best food there, but it ain't nothing like, you know, Captain Jackson, Virginia Beach, or Golden Corral on a good with some good cooks in it.
So why?
So you're right. What you're saying, they're the best of the worst, but it's still the worst, dog.
But
why are you eating garbage?
He was right. You can be in your own lane and still look like, come on, Cole.
Yeah.
Like, look, DJs are, and I'm really talking about DJs. Y'all have literally thousands. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like thousands of songs and all these different parties in your head to pick from. But like the normal cat will just say, "Well, what do y'all think is good?"
True.
And I'm gonna listen to that. And you know.
But it goes by the age. If I have to DJ a high school's graduation, then I have to go into that garbage bag, I call it.
Yeah.
But if it's 35 and up, my age group, I better not play that crap.
Yeah.
Migos in your garbage bag. Is a clean version of Migos in your garbage bag.
Got to. I have to.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's why I said earlier.
It's
That's
just
why
the
I'm
instrumental.
on the fence. Maurice,
It's
that's
just
why
the
I'm on
instrumental.
fence.
It's
That's
still
all
going
it
in
is.
that can too. It's still going in that can though.
Yeah.
I mean,
For me, it's like the driving force behind the making of the music, right? So for me as an artist, like, and Relevant knows this, like the lyrical content doesn't have to be heavy for me as long as the music feels good. Like you put something into the music, you know, you're putting a piece of yourself into the music. So I think that so I don't love the Migos, right? But I don't hate them either, because some of the songs that I don't want to say compose, because they don't be composing nothing, but some of the songs that they've done, you can tell that they're putting a piece of themselves into it, right? But then you see people, I think what gets messed up is that some kids saw the Migos did that. Okay, well, they're rapping, but they really ain't doing a whole lot with the rapping. I can do this too, and I can get a check. And that's where the issue really comes with me. Like, all right, so now we're not doing it for the music, for the love of music, for making music. There's no genuine feeling or emotion in it. I'm making some trash to get a check. And
okay,
I
now,
hear
that's
it
how
over and over and over again.
That's how I feel about the Migos. Like all these their generation of artists, right? In their genre, everybody's talking about gunplay and all that. The reason why I gravitated immediately to the Migos is because the last thing they talk about, or that I notice they talk about, is guns and all that.
Yeah.
They're straight up party band type of situation.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask about was this: 2 Chainz, right? He's going through a lot of different iterations in his life, and at the prime of his life, he's good, but like he's done stuff with De La Soul, he's done stuff with Run the Jewels. Like there are people that appreciate his longevity and whatever skill level he has to enjoy, but there's so many shades. And again, I gotta go back to the DJ mind. DJ's got all this information in their head and they literally have to funnel it down, like Relevant said, into the garbage bag just to please the customer. Yeah. But since we're talking amongst ourselves, I mean,
it's not right.
Yeah, it's like it's hard for him to think this, but when DJs have all this song,
he's a spitter. 2 Chainz is a spitter.
Chris,
he's just from the South. That's all it is. He sound country, but he's a spitter. 2 Chainz is a lyricist. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not taken that way. See what I'm saying? He made his money just doing whatever.
Kitchen cabinet called wood? Nah, bro.
Yo. Nah. Ooh, that Lamborghini Mercy?
I'm as high as tall as Jordan? Nah, bro. Not lyrically.
Then listen to Grenade by the Migos and they're really rapping. Like, that's one of my favorite
But I will tell you this. Chris
it.
said something about, are they really doing something like the Migos? And I don't want to be the defender of the Migos, but I feel like something that Marie said was very important. They were the first in that lane, right? Yeah. Just like what's my man T-Pain was the first in that lane, right? And then who came after?
You gotta respect Pain. You gotta respect Pain.
Oh, T-Pain is phenomenal, but it got worse when everybody else tried to do it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same. And I think we just our ears just got tired of everyone trying to copy the Migos because they rolled that beat.
But the thing about it is, the one thing that we respect about T-Pain is, one, he's worked at his craft, consider it for what it is, his craft. And yet at the same time, we see that he's put in the work and he had to endure because Jay-Z tore him to pieces, but he still wants to stay in his lane. However, what I don't like is that the Migos flaunt around as if they've won something like the championship of, oh my God, we're the best rappers alive, in an attempt to say, success is.
Let Shoemate get it in real quick. Go ahead, Shoemate.
Good illustration, right? So you might not like Mexican food. Yo, I hate pico de gallo. The cilantro does something, I don't like it.
I agree.
So you can go to a Mexican restaurant. This is the best Mexican restaurant in the world. There's millions of people that copy this form of Mexican restaurant or whatever. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect the fact that they put their time and effort and energy into something that they felt was good and they put it out and the people followed it. Just like that Mexican restaurant you don't like. I don't like it either. But eighth of the world likes it. I'm over exaggerating, of course, but there's a large amount of people that says, man, this is some really good, and they put the time, energy, and effort into it, to their craft, to making Mexican food that you don't like, but Chris likes it. Chris enjoys it.
But
raindrops.
But let me ask you something, because Anita Baker was the one that actually addressed this too in what she said in her lyrics. She said, "Trash bag is what we have." She actually said that in the lyrics that I just made up. Trash bag is what we have concerning the Amigos. No, I'm just kidding.
And that's the same thing, right? When that young cat came home with a Sugar Hill record, the same thing his parents told him: it's trash.
Disco is gonna live forever. That rap crap is trash.
Listen, I can remember the day, right, where I had a why am I forgetting his name? Why am I forgetting the name?
Describe him.
Man, I had a singing group. Why am I forgetting the daggone name?
Are they black?
What's wrong with you, Clint?
So, okay, I had an As Yet record. I had a tape. I had an As Yet tape. And I was playing it in my house, right? In a cassette tape. My mama said, turn it off. Turn it off. I said, but Mom, he ain't saying nothing wrong. No, turn it off. What you gonna do? Well, now As Yet had a couple that was, but it might have been something else too, but it was around that time frame. It was around that time frame. Man.
He was a big Shy fan too, bro. It might have been Comforter or something.
The very first time. Cut that off.
Cut it off.
And it's a classic now.
So I forget, but it was something
Like
like
no
that.
sexy music in my house.
And I had to sit there and defend. I remember one time I said, Mom, can we go? I wanted to buy a Aaron Hall record. I wanted to buy Aaron Hall record. It was that one song that was hot.
The one where the girl dies at the end in the video.
Lord, not that.
Google it real quick.
Sorry, you've dated us.
Baby, or
I miss you. I didn't talk to you, baby. I miss you.
Miss You.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Right, so listen, I said, Mom, I want to buy this Aaron Hall record. I miss you. Nothing wrong with the song. We used to talk and that. Right, nothing wrong with the song. But she was like, nah. Because of the era she was brought up in, it conflicted.
And I understand that.
So Slim, you looking at my Aaron Hall with this Migos, it's the same thing.
It's
R. Kelly.
And I see. Stop putting in that R. Kelly.
Stop bringing. We didn't. He didn't say that.
No.
Say
Okay,
that.
no, we didn't know.
The Corner does not subscribe to any of the music.
Give them,
that is made
yes,
by
give them the disclaimer,
Robert Kelly
Chris.
or any other individual who is. We just don't.
We don't.
That was a terrible disclaimer.
That was a man, wasn't
it?
I shouldn't drink during the show.
It's okay. But yeah, I understand. Like I said, I tip my hat off to all the different perspectives concerning it. I have my own perspective, and I understand that. But for me, I feel like this generation did not listen to the previous generation in order to learn. What you have is a lot of people that feel like they know before even being tested. Like we just said before about people that put out lyrics without first running it past somebody. Like just pass it over to them and see what they think before you just put this and publish it.
Okay, so if we're gonna talk about that, because I'm in the music industry, are we not gonna talk about the labels who push this stuff then? Because technically they're the ones that vet it to put it out as the single.
Can we also identify that some of the labels have pushed other artists while keeping other artists back? Like I just said, this. Oh, okay.
I don't even know what you're saying. Yeah.
Considering, so you have certain singers, right, that are literally promoted like, oh my God, this person is legendary, top of the line, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have other legendary artists that are promoted as most. Yeah. You can go with Lauryn Hill. Or you can also go with, like I said, this was a full clip, the Anita Baker. Like, she's not, to me, she's not talked about with the Whitney Houstons and the Aretha Franklins. And you know what I mean? Like, she's one of the lower tiers with, when you stop and think about it, and you're like, wait a minute, she has a lot of hits. That's a very talented singer.
The whole Rapture was a religious experience.
And so in which case,
what?
In which case, as you constantly listen to it, because she's not being really descriptive and oh my God, girl, I can't wait to take you home. You know what I mean? She's talking about how love makes her feel. You know what I mean? Concerning these things. And
wait, who's better, Chaka Khan or Anita Baker? Like, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. You talking about the longevity is more important than the skill?
I believe, honestly, you said Chaka Khan versus Anita Baker. I'll go Anita Baker. I go Anita.
That's a good versus right there. I like that versus.
Yes, indeed.
That is a good versus.
Not a chance. There's not a good
versus. That's a good versus.
Chaka Khan's got too many like mainstream hits though.
Shaka gonna come out the bag.
She got Anita was like that in the bag, you know.
Yeah.
But that goes back to Cooley's original point, what he was saying, when the producers and the labels not pushing because they're like, we already got these many, so we're not gonna push it as hard. So
yeah. Well, I mean, man,
talent is there. Talent is there.
I mean, my perspective is always, when you make music, you know, why did you make the music? You know, is it because you want $1, or is it because you have a contractual fulfillment, or is it because you really love making music?
It's literally all three of those answers.
You know what I'm saying?
For singing and for rapping, It's literally all three of those answers.
And I'll give you an artist like Kanye West. Kanye came out, them first few albums set the world on fire. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's first few albums, dope. These last couple albums, though,
Absolute.
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, hold on.
No. That's backwards, bro.
That's backwards, bro. Way back.
No, his first three albums were all backpacker albums.
Mm-hmm.
All three of them. Early registration, whatever, late registration,
Drop
whatever
out.
they were called.
So you had
Until he got to
Dropout,
808s and
Dropout,
Heartbreaks, and
Graduation.
nobody was buzzing for Kanye before 808s and Heartbreaks.
His
Whoa,
worst
whoa,
album
whoa.
was
I don't know
Life
about
of
that.
Pablo. Life of Pablo was his worst album.
Hot trash.
Are we
But other
talking
than that,
popularity or are we talking
He's
about?
never missed. He's always pushed the limits.
We gotta move on.
Yeah, some
We're on this topic for a minute.
I don't
We gotta
mind.
move on. Y'all don't want to talk about Kanye?
Yeah, we gonna keep talking. We gonna keep talking.
We keep on talking.
Yeah, he just mad we don't talk about R. Kelly. That's all.
Talk about Kelly.
We talk about Aaron Hall, which was the original R. Kelly.
I agree.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
The Trey Songz stole both of they swag.
Hey,
I don't know if this is getting better or
Well,
worse.
Aaron Hall and Trey Songz ain't stole no young girl, so I'm okay with that.
You can talk.
They haven't been prosecuted. They ain't been
The
prosecuted.
artist separate from his legal
Yeah.
thing.
We ain't been prosecuted. They ain't been prosecuted, so I'm okay with them.
But I do have to say something. It's a small point, but like Mo, you were talking about The Dream. He really was a writer. He really wasn't. He really was someone who they kind of, in my opinion, was pushed to be like T-Pain, but he wrote way more hits than he had. Like, he was a writer before we knew who he was, and he was a writer after. After we knew who he was, he did Umbrella. He did Put a Ring on It. He did a bunch of different stuff, man, from Beyonce and other people. So it's like that Brian McKnight thing where no one knew who Brian McKnight was. He was a background singer until he came out and got hot. Or Shantae Moore, same thing. Like, they did that. They put their work in beforehand. They got their shine, but they're really not stars. I don't mean to say it like that, but they're really not that type of. They don't really know how to navigate the lifestyle.
The reason why I brought that up though was on the spiritual side. It's like when I went back to the old stuff he had,
you realize what it
I can't
was.
listen to it. I can't. It's just too vulgar. It's like he's talking about too many. That's like okay, I can't go
Hey
back.
man, that's like it is for me with Pain. Really, that Epiphany album used to be my album. I tried to go back and listen to that in the last couple of years. It bothered my conscience so bad.
Were you in love with a stripper?
Yo,
How about the bartender?
yo, let's save that for the last segment today because that goes along with it.
Wait a minute.
What?
You'll have to
Let's
tune
save that
in to
for-
find out.
Let's save
Now
that
we'll have
for
a
the
DJ
last
selection from Lil.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing, man. But we ran out this conversation by saying music is all opinion and perspective. One person may love what another person hates. The love or hate could be from generational connections or from the content or style of music that a person prefers. But if you love it, if you like it, I love it. Just make sure it's clean. DJ Slim, take us into the mix.
Segue, man. Segue. NFL UENTE.
Slim is not DJ AMA. Slim is always ready.
The NFL is gonna sue you for that. NFL.
I don't care about your opinion.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be changed. Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. Baby, they might say hi and I might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say, 'cause they got nothing say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say, 'cause they got nothing on you.
Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you.
Nothing on you.
Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you.
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. Shut your trap. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just shake, smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through.
And I don't care if we share only moments a day. I just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved and needed, depended on to give a love I can't give. When you're gone, I just don't wanna be lonely. Rather be loved. I'd rather have your sweet love, sugar. I don't mind if the tide sets the sun to the moon. I just don't wanna be lonely. Let the staff find you there. Wait out at the end of the room. I just don't wanna be lonely. I'd rather be loved.
You're so sweet, so tight. I won't bite unless you like. If you smoke, I got the haze. And if you're hungry, girl, I got fillets. Ooh, baby, don't keep me waiting. There's so much love we could be making. I'm talking kissing, cuddling, rose petals in the bathtub. Girl, it's jumping, it's bubbling. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through.
Welcome back, everybody. DJ Slim with the pump fake. He said I'm going old school. No, I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back. Bringing it
So
back.
yeah, I was jamming with it.
Yeah, man. Yo.
I was jamming tough with it.
Blue Magic though. So let's talk about it.
What'd you say? Say that again.
What you know about Blue Magic?
Search not found.
I understand. So when I look at you, Slim, I see a 20-something young guy out here.
You talking about Blue Magic, the hair grease?
I'm talking about the group. Just don't wanna be lonely.
Oh, my bad.
Somebody about Blue Magic. Let's talk about it.
My bad. I apparently I had it under the wrong name. I thought that was the main ingredient.
So costume changes is gonna be Cooley's new thing on the show.
Apparently, look at him, new swagger, and the new game in the background. If y'all tuned in visually, but
which, by the way, you can do if you become a Patreon member at NFL.com/Raptors. Toronto Raptors.
Stop it, please. Stop it, please. Can you please stop it? Please stop it.
Now, for real though, what you can get, there's a lot of great video material, a lot of vocal cues, but there's also a lot of sound cues and stuff from all of us weird characters on here on the Patreon channel. Check us out on YouTube or the Patreon channel, and you can see all this craziness that's going on live as we're doing this.
No doubt, mad provocative.
May Thurman, please continue.
But to answer your question, Mo,
hate him.
No, only a little, only just a taste, only a taste. I don't have a full exposure. Unfortunately.
So I'm about 9 years older than Mo, and Mo put me on to a lot of groups, and I'm a musician. And Mo put me on to a bunch of not just.
Did you say I was old? You just went ahead and put that out there.
Nah, it's already out there. What you call it? And if you tune into our Patreon channel, you can see us with the ladies of Gas. And I'm called old there as well. So,
no! Oh, he was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt during the making of that.
I got mad. I got upset.
We saw.
Don't call me old.
I'm so sorry.
No, you can call me old, but don't. I'm not gonna. Don't yell me old. Don't yell at me old.
You out.
Hey man, that's what being obligated to a woman is all about, being yelled at all the time. Anyway,
yeah, and I'm not. So.
But moving on to this next topic, my guys. So, we were all young men at one point, even Cooley.
What's that now? I couldn't hear you.
I said we were all young men at one point.
I can't hear you. My hearing's kind of gone. What'd you say?
Cooley. So there were times when we were growing up where our parents tried to teach us things, or teachers tried to teach us things, or brothers in the hall tried to teach us things. And at the time, we were just like, yo, I don't want to hear none of what you're trying to say right now. But as we grew older, we found that we needed those skills that we had acquired. And now we're grateful to whoever it is that gave us those skills. So, gentlemen, what things that you learned in your childhood that you didn't think that you would need, but that you use on a regular basis right now? Floor is open.
I don't mind starting with this one. There was a level of math that I needed where I had children to provide for, I had a wife to provide for, and I had to take my check and figure out how much taxes will be taken out if I claim a certain number to make sure I'll be able to provide for my family. So it wasn't trigonometry, it was higher than multiplication, but it was an area of math that I didn't think I would ever need.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, okay, so if I make this much money, the state will take 23% if I'm at this level. But if I include these dependents, I'll be at this level. How much will my check be at the end of the week? But the math game is serious for me at a certain point in my life.
Man, that's some real talk right there.
Dang.
And what about you, Slim? What about you, Slim?
I'm waiting until somebody else goes after that.
Okay, so for me, it was science class because I didn't know you couldn't put baking soda into an omelet. So I was making all these omelets and they kept exploding.
I'll go after
making them, and I realized that
There we go.
science
There we
class,
go. That's somebody
I wouldn't
easy to
be
follow
exposed
right
to
there.
There we go.
Easy to follow, Cooley.
I got my hand raised.
You got
I'm ready.
Them got the confidence now.
Yeah, here we go. All right.
Look, yeah, I can go after that now. I can go after
Yeah, I'm not going
exploding
to.
omelets.
I was going to say that, brother.
You gotta aim low. You gotta aim low.
I was gonna say Moby out there saving, he the type of firefighter come out there with people on his shoulders. You know, talking about, hey man, I had to save all these people. I'm not finna be the guy that's like, well, I saved this kitten.
Right.
Put the kitten back in there.
I don't pay to feed other people, other animals. I got people to feed. I can't feed animals. I'm sorry.
I feel you, man. That's why you ain't no dog and no cats or nothing.
Hey, listen, my wife and kids is beating me in the head about
A dog, right? Yeah. He told me, yeah.
And I'm about to get a dog.
That's tough.
That dog gonna work though. You gonna put him out there.
So it is.
Yo, he gonna be chilling. He gonna be chilling.
He gonna cancel all the cameras. He gonna cancel all the cameras.
You got that?
You are Brinks.
Hi, get this one up, man. Come on now. I'm sorry.
That dog gonna be Brinks Home Security. You better.
You gonna have a mop on the back on his back, like a whole thing.
You got a little bed on my wife's side of the bed. That's what the dog gonna have. It's gonna be a little dog. That's what it's gonna be.
Lord.
Slim, what you got?
Here we go. It's not as serious, but back in the day, there was a brother. He was an elder at my hall. Love him dearly. Love his wife dearly. His wife passed away, unfortunately, a couple of years back. But the brother always used to handle the landscaping for the Kingdom Hall. And what he would do is he would go ahead and pick us up. And my mom volunteered me and my brother to go help him. Not only because he was older, but because she was into that torturous type of stuff. Over the years, and then once we moved out, she took her adrenaline shot of Jehovah and calmed back down, and now she's a whole completely different person.
She ain't got to raise y'all jokers.
Yeah. It was tough raising us.
Y'all jokers. She chilling now.
Yeah.
Slim, do you have children?
Do I have No. I'm the biggest child I have. I need to take care of me.
You and your wife have a child. You're gonna be singing the same thing your mother's singing.
Oh, I know.
We know.
That's why we're not in a rush.
He's the king of beatings.
See, these are poisonous blood. We're not trying to pass that on. I'm smart enough to know. Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. It's like Corona. You just need to keep it to yourself. You don't need to pass it out. But anyway, concerning this brother, during the landscaping, he would always have us do, the work of like cleaning up, and the places we would go as far as the Kingdom Hall, we would do the entire landscape. We would do the entire acre, 2 acres, however big it was. And so, he had the equipment. And so I was thinking, I'm gonna be able to use some of his equipment that he got, big enough truck. It's all good. I'm gonna work my way up to doing it. My man hit me with hey Gary, I got this plastic bag for you. I want you to walk around everywhere and pick up the trash. And I said, pick up the trash. like what is this? You know what I mean? Like let me be able to, at least if you got me out here on, and we talking about, my mom used to volunteer us on days that we had off. She had to go to work and she would just shoo us off. It'd be like Labor Day, or days in advance that you knew that you wasn't gonna do nothing. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna play the game. And mom would just be like, nah, you going out with brother so and so. And I was like, come on, man, you just robbing me of my childhood. You making me work through the whole thing. But anyway, long story short, after I ended up doing that type of work, as I got older, I got my own house and I got my own yard. And right before I go cutting the yard, I actually take a plastic bag and I go around and I pick it up, because the trash and stuff is, not only does it mess up your yard, but it also extends the longevity of the tools that you're using. So your lawnmower, if it comes in contact with certain things like that, it could dull the blade out, it could tear the stuff up, you know what I mean? So making sure that it only cuts grass is beneficial to you. So I'll tell that brother, if he's listening, thank you. I appreciate you so much for teaching me that valuable lesson. And it's definitely a lesson that I chalk up to Jehovah always. So that's the lesson. Pick up the trash and have a plastic bag to put it in.
Man, so your mother and my mother were in close association, Slim, because whenever someone needed any type of back-breaking physical labor done at the King Hall, primarily moving from one place to another, my mother said, "Oh, Chris will do it." You know, no need to consult Chris, see if he's available, see if he had plans. Oh no, he gonna be there. He pulling up.
Hey Chris, I got this paper towel for you to wipe your tears with when you're are you giving us
little violin too.
Cool.
Yeah, you got a violin? Okay.
Cooley, tell your mustache to stop looking at me like that. So
good job, Rick Wall. Go ahead.
Tell the mustache to stop looking at me like that. Anyway, so you know, every time I was volunteered to go do some sort of back-breaking labor, no matter what it was. So turn around, last couple years, you know, I left the office jobs, quit corporate America, you know, and I'm out here in these streets making money, moving stuff with Mo. Something that I said that, you know, after I grew up, bro, I'm never doing that again. Ain't helping nobody move. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no labor like that ever again. I'm out here making a living, supporting my family, packing and moving people. So, you know, I appreciate what's up.
And money too now.
Yeah. Like good money. So, you know, I gotta give a big ups to the old lady for always sending me out there, man, to do some work, bro. It came in handy in my future life.
That's dope. Yo, I got a my father wasn't in the truth until I had grown and left. So we had a bunch of uncles. Me and my brother and sisters had a bunch of uncles in the hall. So when we were young, my unks would come over to the front porch. They would come over and we would play chess and checkers. Roger Lee and brother Floyd Kirkland and the 11 brothers and all these cats would come over and we would chill, but they didn't exclude my father, my unbelieving father, or my mother from being there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a whole family thing, but they were still unking up like, yo, I'm going to play you. It's not going to be like I'm going to take it easy on you just because your folks is here or just because, you know, you're little. And what that showed me was a sense of respect. It not because you can beat me, but because I'm teaching you. So you don't know what I know. You don't know spiritually even what I know, but I'm going to teach you in this way so that you get to learn. The only way you're going to learn things, especially in a Christian way, is to be taught. And now that I'm older and I'm speaking to younger cats and all that stuff, holding them sometimes at arm's length or reflecting back on how I was taught, those things kick in automatically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to just sing you out and just tell you to do something. I have to teach you while I'm doing it. So it's a really great set of examples that I had over the formative years to really show me that it recycles. You have to pass on what you learn to the next generation. And those brothers taught me that. Those cats.
It's deep.
It is.
And we would be on the front porch in Trenton, New Jersey. We'd be out there, and brother Roger Lee would be sitting there whipping me. Bow, bow, bow. You know, checkers, you know, you hit the wrong
game
over. It's over. But like, and I'm 9 or 11 or whatever. No. You out. Set him back up. And you gotta set back up mine too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, but like, how can you learn if I let you win? No, I gotta show you how to win, how to conquer what you need to conquer. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate it. And it's not like my father didn't do that. It's just these brothers who I respected from another way. I respected them from a congregation, from, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm young. So from that way, they still did not take it easy on me. When we played basketball, they taught me how to square up. They taught me how to protect the paint. They taught me how to do little things. My man Ron Sherman showed me how to square up in the paint. And that's how you win the game. It's because, not because you sitting there dunking on folk, it's because you squaring up in the paint, and nobody that walks in that or that runs in that paint is going to score. You know, so I remember those examples.
What's Ron Sherman you talking about?
Yeah, Ron Sherman from Jersey. I grew up with him and Kathy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they moved to Willowboro, and that's how y'all know them. You and Val and all them.
No. I was in the congregation with him.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, y'all know him from older. Like, I grew up. He was my uncle when I grew up.
Wow.
He's taught me how to box out. That's not square up. Box out.
So his daughter Jana,
like square up.
I saw her born. I saw her get born.
I saw her born too.
That doesn't make any sense. But okay.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I didn't. Wow. Where did you got me with that one? We got me with that one.
Yeah. Ron and Kathy were in my hall when Jana was born.
Yes.
Yeah. So like.
I forget about you.
Yeah. So like that's the thing. Like I had so many unks to show me not just how to do things, but from a spiritual perspective. I know you from the hall, but we chilling though. And the reason why it's so important to me is because my father saw that stuff. My father is now a ministerial servant serving in Jehovah's organization. So, and he was worldly until after all the kids left the house. So it was a witness not only to me, I'm gonna say a testament to me because I never left you, but like to him it was a witness because these dudes that support my mom and the kids are coming over like transparently and showing this is the relationship I have with your children. And that means a lot to a man who is not in the truth. I can tell you about that all day long. So what I'm saying is you were talking about like how we were taught lessons and stuff like that. That's how you get taught. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, for me, that was a premium example of how Jehovah can teach even those who aren't in his organization. You know what I'm saying? Like it's beautiful. It's deep.
That's dope. Man, appreciate you sharing that, Cool. Appreciate all the brothers sharing those lessons, man. So, I mean, there's only really one way to round out this segment, and that's
before we do,
that's by tuning in to Patreon.net.
NFL.
UENT.
One more thing before we go.
People gonna be all over the internet. They're gonna be on the dark net. They're gonna be
on NFL.com.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, Slim, I just wanted to say, man, you really like Chris. Chris is a good, strong Christian man, and he's raising his son to be the same way. So you and your wife can't say, "Hey, I don't want to." Yo, you could be raising a good, strong Christian male right now. You could be raising the next elder, the next circuit overseer, because of the values you were taught. And you can instill in some little person, some little mini you. Even if it's a wife. You could, a girl. You could be raising a girl to be that support system for a district overseer because of what you taught her or him. It's not poison. That's not what it is.
Yeah. You know Mo knows, man. He's raising his daughter to support my son right now.
Issues.
So Kelly,
with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and
it's time for another music.
Mo is diametrically opposed to us being related. I'm like, man, we could. Hey,
it's my daughter happen. I don't look at him the same. He just I'm sorry.
They were children. They were 3.
By the way, it's funny you brought up the word 3 because Tony Hart Apparel has over 3 designs that you can choose from. If
Man,
you just go to
I
Tony
promise.
Hart Apparel.
I promise we're not paying Cooley anything for this. This is of his own.
I'm learning how to endorse things.
Excellent. With that being said, let's go on and kick this mix off.
We got some more Blue Magic or some Delphonics.
Our side? Okay.
You complete me like Aaron, what a boy I need thee. And when I'm in your arms I feel free falling. My head's up in the clouds, in love I'm proud to say it loud. Like an accident it happened, out of nowhere it just happened. And I ain't mad at all because I'm falling. Head over heels I'm falling. In love with you I'm falling. And I can't get up, don't wanna get up because of love. Head over heels I'm falling. In love with you I'm falling. And I can't get up, don't wanna get up because of love. Baby, to let you get away is crazy. So I'm doing what it takes to make you pledge your love to me. You see, 'cause I'm trying to be your lady forever and ever and ever, 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 ever,
It's getting hard for me to hold my own. See, nobody wants to be in love alone. So I'm trying my best not to overreact. But I need to know right now, no lies, just facts. So if you love me, just say so. 'Cause I can't play these games with you no more. So if you love me, just say so. I need to know from you right now before I go.
It's just that I can feel I'm falling deep. And I don't wanna fall unless you're falling with me. I need to know if this is really real. And if you feel the same way that I feel.
So if you love me, just say so.
Just say so.
'Cause I can't play these games with you no more. So if you love me, just say so.
Just say so.
I need to know from you right now, right now, right now, right now, right now.
Chérie, oh more lovely as a summer day. My chérie, oh more distant as the Milky Way. But won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? I wish that you were mine. La 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 la
Wait, did I go to Africa?
Something like that.
You asking an African?
Yeah. Oh.
You asking an African named person?
That's Prince. That's Prince T'Challa right there. He's the principal.
Walmart forever.
Yeah. Ooh.
If I had something, I'd play it, but all I got is
I really like that song.
Jamaican in the clip.
You ain't got the "You Are My African Queen." You ain't got that joint.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
that's
get
a banger.
Right after this. I'm gonna remember this and I'm gonna write it down when I hear it
I'll
play
never
back.
wear this again. Good job.
Speaking of African queens, shout out to the wives of the brothers that are married on this show.
Good job, guys.
Marilyn, baby, I love you. You know, my big sister Crystal.
Love you, baby girl.
My little sister Ebony. You know, wonderful women that are in our lives. But this ain't about them. This segment is not about them.
I don't know which one of y'all is worse, you or Kool-Aid.
I don't know.
Visually acting a fool or verbally.
And shout out to the invisible woman over there with Kool-Aid.
It's like one hand back here and one up here. Yeah,
but
Marvel fans, you know what I'm talking about.
But this segment is not about them. This segment is about ladies of our past. Now, each one of us has come in contact with a young lady, maybe even shared a relationship with a young lady, and
a young sister,
a sister or a young lady, brother. We all weren't right at some point, so you know, let's talk about it. But the way that this relationship ended, or the things that happened throughout this relationship, fundamentally shaped the way that we dealt with women, or the way that we deal with women currently. Being in this relationship or whatever it is changed us somehow. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about past relationships and how some of these past relationships have shaped the way that we interact with women of the opposite sex, with women we've been romantically involved with. You know what I'm saying? Let's
did
talk.
You say women of the opposite sex? I'm sorry, did you say that?
He did.
Also,
hey, these days you got to be clear, because there are women of the same sex too.
Lord,
that's nasty. We're not gonna
gotta,
get into that.
We gotta be clear. I'm being clear.
But to segue into this part, I'd like to drop a song real quick. See what y'all think about it.
Zakazao, zigazao, zakazao, anyhow, bad man now, zakazao, zigazao, zakazao, anyhow,
Sim Simma.
Zakazao, zigazao, zakazao, Neptune make number one tune, yeah, zakazao, zigazao, zakazao.
Give me one Sim Simma. Sim Simma.
Sim Simma.
Sim Simma.
Sim Simma.
Sim Simma.
Sim Simma.
Some guys, them need this, but
if I could be you. No, let me stop. Yeah. All right.
That moment, man. Like I said, you go back. I didn't think he'd fill in the blanks. I had to cut it early because of it.
I went to high school with some Haitians, man. So I got a lot of Jamaican stuff in high school. It was great.
I mean, yeah, I'm from New York, and one of the guys in my one of my guys that used to be what you call an after school program. One of the guys, he would always blast the Jamaican music. There was a bunch of Jamaicans I used to hang out with. Believe me, it was. Yeah, it's easy to be caught up in it.
I see y'all playing dodgeball around this conversation, though.
Okay, my bad.
So wait, get to the bonus.
I needed to loosen up.
Dip, dodge, dip around this topic.
Dip, dodge, and an extra dip.
I can't hear you.
You muted, Pimp.
I can't hear you, Cooley.
Remember, you went black.
Wakanda forever. I dated a sister for a minute, and I didn't shut it down when I needed to. And of all people, all confrontational, all real people that I knew in my life, my sweet, sweet mom, who never flips a ladybug over when You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like the sweetest person in the world. Was like, yo, you have to shut it down. Like, when it's time to when it's over, it's over. And I realized that, you know, when somebody tells you something that somebody who normally wouldn't tell you something, like a sister or a best friend, when it comes to personal relationships, you really need to listen because they know you better than anybody else. They really do. So I know you asked about what the sister did or whatever, but and Michelle did a lot to teach me a lot about myself. But what I really realized was a relationship, a romantic relationship with someone, if you're going to engage in that, it really means a lot. This kind of goes back to what we were talking about, Influent ENT, with the Avengers, with the Yas sisters and the Corner brothers, when we were all together in episode 15, before this one, 15. Like, it's good to be straight up, and a lot of people are not going to be straight up. I didn't have the room to say that at the time, but a lot of people don't know confrontation, so they don't know how to be straight up with someone. They may think they're gonna hurt them or whatever, but really, it's really good if you let them know really how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the honesty part of things is the best for a Christian relationship. That's where it pays off, is the fact that we're trying to be Christian this whole time, but the honesty is what will cut through all of the jargon that we're taught socially from the world, which is to literally lie first. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the truth, promoting honesty first, will help us to, and that's what Michelle taught me, and I'll shout her out. Like, she really taught me I need to be honest with myself first, and then be honest with the person that I'm deciding to deal with, which was her at the time. And I didn't do that, and it took someone like my mom, who would never say nothing like that to me, to say that to me, and that's what set me straight.
Word, Slim.
You can call him out, like, yeah.
Nah, he said he was gonna go next. So.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, my mom was able, because she was a single parent mom, she was able to teach me a lot of the emotional sides that women go through and how to be considerate of their feelings. But as far as like the one-on-one, how to navigate, I'll say Chris knew how to navigate and be able to determine whether he was wasting his complete time with the sister or not. And I had to kind of learn that the hard way. Chris could say within 2 conversations, he's like, yeah, she's wasting time. And
you're talking about you or about with someone he was dealing with?
Everybody.
He would do it in
everybody.
Yeah, he would do it in general. He would do it in general. It never was tied down to anything. Like I said, when we went down to Savannah, the trip that won't be made mention of.
It was made mention of in episode on Influent ENT. NFL. UENT.
Right. Yeah, but anyway, there were a couple of relationships that I went through that really kind of showed, that helped me to put things in its proper perspective. And of course, I don't name drop on here, so this particular individual helped me to realize that even though for myself I knew exactly what I wanted, she showed me that wasn't true. She showed me that there was still that I needed to learn about not only what I wanted, but how I was going to pursue it. And though things did not work out, it made me better as far as my expectations. Because, like I said, I was just entertaining anyone that would give me attention. But,
yo, was this the one that we both dated?
No.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
It's the 90s, man. It's the 90s, man. These kids are different.
Yeah. So that's an interesting story. Nah, me and Slim, He dated her sister before I even met him, and then he came to my hall, and then later on I ended up dating that sister, and there was a small rift between us because of that going on. I never knew about his history with her though.
So
you dated her after Slim?
Yeah.
You brothers have some of the tape.
Yeah, so May Thurman, how do you feel about, like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't try to start riffs over there. No, you dare do that.
No, I'm just joking because his Zoom name is.
Oh. Nobody sees that during recording though. You know?
Oh, they don't. They don't.
No, it doesn't come up on the tape.
Every time I see it, I want to call you May so bad, but I don't. But Cooley does.
No, I said when the tape is over.
Oh, so Zoom when we're recording, it'll do it, but it doesn't broadcast it like when we're done. Okay, May, great. Okay, so what were you saying?
Hush.
Everyone knows now. Cooley.
Yeah, May, great job. All right, what were you saying?
Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying before,
sorry, Slim.
I learned something. I learned a lot of things from. We got it. I learned a lot of things from not only that particular sister that Chris was talking about, us sharing resumes with.
Same girl.
Me and Cooley both like that song.
That girl off in Atlanta. I'm done.
Oh man. me and Mo both like that. This conversation will be resumed in the next part.
Yes.
Known as the
bonus episode.
Okay, so before we go to the bonus.
R. Kelly.
Oh no.
Every relationship.
No.
Every relationship I've ever had has led me to know without uncertainty that Crystal Shoemate is the one that I need to be married to.
I choose.
And we will resume this conversation.
Why are you doing that?
To switch the
Why
glass.
you doing the Cooley? You doing the Cooley?
Nah,
wardrobe.
Slim too. You're the only one without shades.
Cincy Bob!
Hey, I don't care nothing about that. It's nighttime. Zaga.
So if you love this content,
Oh Lord. He came about that thing hard. He was like, so we're gonna end here. I'm gonna be here.
Let him have it.
Thank everybody for joining us tonight for this episode of The Corner. We're gonna keep this conversation rocking on into the bonus episode, and we're gonna talk some real talk in that bonus episode. So if you want to check out some real talk and honest conversation, subscribe to the Influent Patreon, like that boy Cooley been trying to tell y'all all show. And you can subscribe by going to patreon.com/NFLUENT.
NFLUENT.
I gotta get a new cast for The Corner. Thank y'all and good night.